So, woke up this morning and 7 o'clock it started raining a little bit, but it seems to have stopped. So I think our plan worked. We're gonna go take these and get another bed in before we start washing and sorting today. So, we've been plugging away at this, and as you probably noticed, we separate the good ones, so the straight ones, which we call number ones, and the crooked and broken ones, which we call number twos. So all of the number twos are going to be shipped to one of our clients, and they are going to extract the medicinal properties of this root and use it in their products, while these ones, the number ones, are packaged in these 10-pound bags like this, as well with 10 1-pound bags for in-store, and they'll be shipped to a distributor and sold in health food stores and grocery stores. So we have been doing that. There's still four pallets, I think, in the fridge, and there's still 4 beds in the field. We were rushing to try to get this in by Wednesday so that we can ship all the required amount to our herbalist client, but we've had to stop doing this and postpone that delivery until next week because we got some heavy winds in our area, and they've done some damage that I now need to tend to. First, the winds have taken down a 150-year-old maple tree which fell across the access to our other land, so it's across the street from the land that you see me farming on most of the time, and that needs to be cleared because we need that access point to get in and out. Otherwise there's no way that we could get on that land or off of that land. So that needs to be chopped up, and it is a major deal chopping up a 150-year-old maple tree. It's massive. Luckily, unlike the willows that I took out this spring in front of my parents' house, this is a good hardwood and it could be used for firewood. We won't be able to get to all of it because we just don't have the machinery to cut through the thick trunk, and I think most of the trunk is rotten anyway, but all the limbs and upper parts will be chopped up and we'll have to haul them back here. And secondly, we lost one of our buildings in this storm. It's our old garage. It's the only original building when my parents bought this farm. It's the only building that was on the farm when they bought it that is still there now. And it is basically a tin shell, but all of the power for the entire farm runs through that building. That's where the breakers are, that's where the meters are, and now the entire roof has blown off. Not just actually the tin, but it actually pulled the old truss work off of it. So we need to tend to that. I don't even know how that's gonna happen. I don't even know what we're gonna do. I mean, I have plans for that site. It's just everything's happening a little quick and it's a little early, where I would have rather take it down on my own terms. But hey, it's all right. It came down like this. So I don't know if we're going to try to patch it up or tear it down and just protect the fuse boxes. We'll see. We'll have to see. I don't know. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of work. Check this out. Boom! The Burdock is done. Okay, so yeah, that whole wind situation kind of put a stick in our spokes there and delayed us a little. So what ended up happening is I had to deal with that tree. We had to remove that tree, and that was just enough lost time for us to miss that order. We did finish harvesting. All the burdock is out of the field. All of the burdock is processed, washed, sorted, bagged, and we ended up shipping to our client in 2 shipments, which is too bad. But the important thing is that they did get the order. Actually, the last of it should be arriving today, the day that I'm recording this. And what you saw in the fridge there, that is our number one grade. So that's for produce, for health food stores, grocery stores, and whatnot. So we will be sending that out in chunks to our distributor, who will then put it in store. So that is good. That is the last major harvest. It is done. It is getting on in the season, but there still are a few things that I really need to do. Mainly, we still have passiflora in one of our greenhouses that we use for our dry market. The dryer is full already with it, but it's getting very, very cold. Each night gets colder, and it's at risk of freezing even in the greenhouse because they're unheated greenhouses. So I want to pick that today. Also, we have fig trees that are outside, and they need to be brought in. We house them in the winter. We house them inside, and they go dormant and don't freeze in the extreme temperatures that we get here. And if there's time, I'd really like to cover some beds with some material just to protect against the cold temperatures and help heat them up early in the spring. The black material will warm the soil. But we'll see. I don't know. It's getting dark earlier now, like 4:30, which is kind of terrible. Plus, I missed the morning because I was late here. So we're gonna get to that, like right now. By the way, my cold is gone and I feel much better. So thank you for your concern.